coaches segment. In that, you've seen a drop in your EBIT performance. Your operational performance has deteriorated. Is there some trouble there? And what would be the expectation as we head into the next couple of quarters?
Sure. Two things that I would like to mention about the quarter. Number one is Q1 traditionally, if you see, has been a slower quarter for our industry because the orders from the railways actually typically start coming in by May, June, July, and then the execution starts. But in the current quarter has been an exceptional quarter wherein there actually have been zero sales to the railways for any Indian Railway wagons, primarily because the railways had asked us and expected us to accept the lower rate which was offered by one of the competitor in the previous tender, and we declined to do so. Okay. Now, very recently, the railways have come back and said that, okay, we don't want you to accept the lower rate and you can continue to supply the wagons at the earlier contracted rate, and the sales of that will start picking up. The second is, as far as our coach business is concerned, we had two contracts. The first contract, we completed the execution in March 2015. So the sales was booked in the previous quarter, and we were starting the execution of the next contract. Typically, when you start the execution of a contract, there is a prototype approval and inspection and testing and all that stuff happens, and that was going on. So we had actually zero sales again for the coach business. The contract for 12 rakes of MEMU coaches that we have, the execution of that is going to start from this quarter onwards. So therefore, this quarter, we neither had wagon sales, zero Indian Railway wagon sales, and zero Indian coach sales. And all the revenue that we've got is actually from either our subsidiary businesses or the private sector wagon businesses.
So it gets pushed to next quarter, or the current quarter, that is?
Beg your pardon?
No, do the orders get pushed to current quarters? Should we expect a bunched up performance?
That's right. That's right. The performance will get normalized from this. So it's not something that will accumulate because, as I said, that the railways order has to be finalized. The last tender, as we had spoken to you as well, somebody had quoted an abysmally low price, which was unworkable. And we, and as other members of the industry also, including government-owned companies, refused to accept prices at that level. And now the railways have realized, and they have actually gone ahead and started offering differential prices. Okay. So while that tender plus the new tender is likely to come out, so we believe that the situation from the wagon side on the Indian Railway purchases is likely to improve going forward in the next few months.
Mr. Umesh, the bigger question really is, have things improved quantitatively on the railway front? I mean, what was the big theme that came out of the budget? That this government is going to spend more on railways and roads. Is it happening in railways?
I say that there is a lot of positive action that is happening, but knowing the railway infrastructure as I do, it's not an easy infrastructure. It's such a monolithic structure that even to move it by a millimeter requires humongous efforts. But I would, I say that the simplification of processes that have happened, for the first time I have seen in the last maybe 10 years, that the railways have actually started taking some decisions. For example, the very fact that they came back and they said, okay, if the prices are unworkable, let us give a differential price to everybody else because we need the wagons. Then there is, recently we received a letter from the railways that they want to start buying the 25-ton axle load wagons, which is the higher capacity wagons, and we should start preparing ourselves for that. So these kind of steps and this kind of movement, actually we had not seen in the railways for a very long period of time. But of course, if you ask me whether the results have started showing in, not as yet. But then I do not even expect the results in the railways to start showing in weeks. It takes definitely a few months. And I expect that next couple of quarters we will start seeing very positive results from the railway perspective.
Oh no, that's a big positive, you know, the fact that you just mentioned that first time in 10 years you're seeing some decisions taken by the railways, something we haven't seen in a long time. Anyway, just give us some numbers. What's the order book of the company currently? And sitting on a base of almost 380 crores of revenues that you saw last year, given that things are picking up, how much do you think the growth could be by the end of this year?
You know, I would not make any forward-looking statement here, but of course, our order book from our export side has also grown well. I had mentioned last year that our focus is going to be on the export. We have an order book of almost, you know, close to 25-30 million thereabouts. I don't remember the exact number for exports, which is the first time that has started. Our synergy between France and India is really starting to pay off now. The private sector business, wagon business, is picking up well. And I think the big thing that I am targeting and really expecting that will start showing us results, maybe not this fiscal, but maybe in the next fiscal and onwards, is our acquisition in Italy, because that whole technology enhancement that will happen in our train business will start showing results from the next maybe year or a couple of years. And we have started upgrading our existing coach facility to take advantage of this technology that we've acquired, this company that we've acquired in Italy.
All right, we leave it at that.